Hello guys, this is Skull43. How y'all doing today? I'm doing just fine, and today I'm playing some Halo. This is Invasion Slayer on, I believe, Himage, yes. And some people hate Invasion Slayer on Himage, and it's mainly because the map is so big, and you don't get vehicles until a while later that it can be very boring. So I cut out the first 2 or 3 minutes because this video would have been long, and there have been so many boring parts. And I also fast forwarded multiple parts to speed things up. I used the sniper for the majority of this game, and I ended up with a pretty good score. In Call of Duty terms, it'd be a 3.0, but in Halo terms, it's different. Like, the KD spread in Halo is not like a ratio, it's like the kills minus the deaths. But, anyways, today I would like to talk about why, in my opinion, Halo is never going to be beaten by CoD. And first off, I just want to say that I love Halo. I've been a long-term Halo fan. The first Halo game I played was Halo 2. I bought Halo CE shortly afterward and played that. When Halo 3 came out, I got the multiplayer because originally I was just playing Halo 2's multiplayer at my cousin's house. But I got Halo 3's and then got the multiplayer. I got Xbox Live, so I could play multiplayer because it just looked awesome. And then ever since, I've just been playing Halo nonstop. And when Call of Duty came around, the first Call of Duty game I played was World at War, and then after that I didn't play much. And then when Modern Warfare 2 came out, about 2 months after Modern Warfare 2 came out, I started getting into it, and I stopped playing Halo for a bit. But like overall, I definitely say that I'm more of a Halo fanboy than I am a COD fanboy. Anyways, let's get on to the main discussion. So I have a few bullet points here, the main reasons, and first off, Halo is not as accessible to anyone. Like, anyone, a 3-year-old, okay, not 3-year-old, a 6-year-old can pick up Call of Duty and do, to a degree, not bad. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see a 6 or 10-year-old go even. Like, it really doesn't take that much skill in Call of Duty. I'm not saying all COD players don't take skill, but there's the Socrates, there's the X-Cows, the Blame Truths. All these people are amazing players, and they're amazing at Call of Duty, and they are very impressive. But on a general standpoint, Halo takes much more skill, and there's not multiple reasons. In my opinion, there's not multiple reasons. It's one reason. You have shields in Halo, and you don't in Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, you kill so fast that it's easy. Like, if it's essentially half the time whoever gets the first shot off. Maybe not so much in Black Ops, that's not true, but in Modern Warfare 2 and to a degree COD 4, whoever got the first shot off pretty much was bound to win. And that's just not the case in Halo. If you get shot first, you have the options of trying to turn and outplay your opponent, or you can run away. And some people may find that boring, and I guess Halo is a bit more slow-paced than Call of Duty, which is another reason people might not play it as much. But Halo takes more skill, and I'm not saying that's a bad or a good thing. I find it a good thing because I have more fun in it, because generally Halo players a lot more skillful, because Halo takes you have to have consistent aim, and you have to know, you have to win an objective in Halo takes a lot of teamwork, frankly, and that's just something that COD players don't necessarily need. So I find that Halo is a lot more competitive, which is one of the main reasons I like it more, to be honest. But anyways, the reason, I think, as far as that goes, I find the more skillful Halo game to be a good thing, but for others, that's probably a bad thing. As far as selling the game goes, that's not helping them sell. Like, people can take, it took me a good, I don't know, when I first started playing Halo 3's multiplayer, I'd play a little bit of Halo 2's multiplayer, and I had played the campaign a bunch, and I could hold my own on Halo. But in Call of Duty, when I picked up my first Call of Duty game, within the first day, I had gotten like a 4.0. Like, in my first day of Modern Warfare 2, I picked up I had a 4.0 game, like twice, I think. Like, and that's just, all I had done was played World at War before. Like, I had played a fairly good amount of World at War, and even at World at War, by the first day, I was easily well above even. I was going 2.0, Modern Warfare 2, which is extremely easy to play. I'm not saying that to impress you. I was just saying I had a few 4.0 games, and frankly, like in Halo, you just can't pick it up and do that like right away. Like if you're good on the sticks, you can go even, a little above even, but you're bound to be outplayed for the first like week, and some people it takes months. I remember Hutch had a commentary about him saying how long it took him to be good at Halo, and he's still not satisfied with how good he is, if memory serves. But anyways, right here I just spawn in the same place, and there's enemies around, and I'm trying to take that territory, and it's bad. But anyways. So yeah, overall, I think the skill is a bad thing for selling it because people are going to be turned away because they do badly in their first games, and that's not something you like when you play it. Like they'll play at a friend's house and they'll do badly and like, wow, this game sucks. I don't like this game. But then they'll pick up CoD and they'll rape, get a chopper gunner, and then it's like, oh, this game's awesome, yeah. And I think that's one of the main reasons. And then another one which I've heard people complain about, but I honestly don't see why it would be an issue. Some people complain that Halo is cartoony, or that it's the fact that it's like sci-fi is like a turnoff, but I don't see it. Like I've never cared, honestly. Like Halo's always had such good graphics that I've never thought it looked cartoony. I mean, yeah, there's red and blue Spartans running around, but they look pretty awesome. So I don't know. I don't see that viewpoint, but I thought I'd throw it in there because some people do believe that is an issue with it, and yeah. So the final point I have that I think could cause it, and I'm sure there's more issues. These are just the ones and I could immediately think of when I thought of the idea for this commentary. Is when in Halo, when you spawn, there's no well, at least this was true in Halo 3 and not so much true in Halo Reach. In Halo 3, you spawned, everyone was the same, and I personally loved that. I loved that. Everyone that was on a fair playing level. It was skill that was going to get you the win until they picked up power weapons. And then you had, since most of the maps were symmetrical or at least balanced, you had the same chance at getting that power weapon, or you had an equally powered power weapon on your side of the map that you could have access to. And that can be kind of be a turnoff that you spawn the same. It can be like kind of a it's the same thing over and over again. I never felt like that, but I could easily see how some less patient players could get bored of that. But to each their own. But yeah, because in Call of Duty, you can do something different every time, or even halfway through a game, you can change it. You can change your class, and you start playing with a sniper for the first half. You get bored of playing with sniper, switch to a shotgun. Totally different experience, and that's great, and I do love that about COD. I think that's one of the greatest things COD has to its advantage, as well as the customizable kill streaks. And right here, I get 2 host migrations, and they kind of mess me up. I don't know. I don't want to blame the death that's coming up on it, but I don't know. In the game, I blamed it on it, but I honestly don't think, now that I've rewatched it, that it was necessarily my fault. But anyways, I mean, it wasn't necessarily the host migration's fault, but anyways. Back to the customizable classes. That is just a huge advantage for Call of Duty that Halo just cannot have. And I think Bungie realized that, and that's why they added the armor abilities. And I'm probably going to get some flack from this, at least if my friends watch this, because I've run into arguments with this so many times with my friends. But I honestly think that the armor abilities were not well made. First off, I'll go through them briefly. Sprint, fine. I have no problem with sprint. It's it's good for any map. It allows for jumping, which is one of the best things about Halo 3, in my opinion, was like all the crazy jumps you could do. That was so fun. Like just being able to jump up, do a 360 and assassinate an opponent. Like, I mean, how many games can you do that in? That was one of the funnest things to do in Halo 3. And they reduced the jump height in this game, and I think that was not a good move on their part. That was the jumping. Like everyone knew Halo because it had like crazy high jumps. Like, I mean, if you ask someone about Halo and like ask them to tell you some like particular characteristics about that, they might say shields. Everyone spawns with the same weapons, and maybe the crazy jump height. Like that was a big factor in Halo 3, and I think they took that away in Reach, and I think that was a very bad move on Bungie's part. And but sprint kind of what I meant to say was sprint kind of allows you to have some of those crazy jumps again, and same with evade. Drop shield's fine. It's kind of the bubble shield. The only one I honestly have a problem with is armor lock. It's people get annoyed at second chance. Like, who doesn't get annoyed at second chance? And in my opinion, armor lock is the second chance of Halo. Like, honestly, there's not that much of a difference. Like, if you get someone down to 0 shields in Halo, well, use armor lock, and then you have to wait like 7 seconds, I think it is, before you can finish them off. Or throw a grenade up like 6 seconds, and then move on. But that does exactly what Last Stand does, because Last Stand, you kill someone, but then they're on the ground. So say you moved on to the next target, you have to move back to shoot the second chance guy before you can move on. Which, granted, that's only going to be about a second or two in Call of Duty. But a second or two in Call of Duty is, I don't know, considering how fast you kill in Call of Duty, I'd say that's about the same. But anyways, I didn't realize that this video is about over. But yeah, to kind of finish it, I think armor lock was a very bad idea. It slows down gameplay. It doesn't speed it up, and it just frankly annoys me. But this commentary has gone over the video link, so sorry about the black screen on the video. But yeah, if you like these kind of commentaries, if you like some more Halo Reach gameplay, comment in the comment section below, as RWJ would say, and thumb up the video and subscribe. Thank you for watching.